Hey guys, it's your girl, AGrlCanMAC, and I'm coming at you today to talk about winter and protective styles, and I guess just share my experiences with them so that maybe I can help somebody else, or maybe you're going through the same things I am, and or you're transitioning and you want to know what it's like to deal with the lovely natural tresses in the winter. So this is just my experiences and what I'm going through this winter. Okay, so if any of you followed my first year of being natural, then you know I didn't wear my hair out in this weather. I kept it tucked away in crochet braids. So for me, my regimen was so much easier, and I really didn't have to do too much or worry about moisture because it was braided away and covered and was just, left alone to do whatever, hair does, grow and do its thing. So this winter, what has been a huge learning experience for me so far, and one of the things, there's a few things that I learned that I'm going to share. First thing that I learned is that me personally, I can't wear my hair out for extended periods of time in the winter weather. It's simply too cold, the air is too cold and dry, and it just dries my hair out to no end. When my hair gets dry, I get fairy knots, and fairy knots, if you get those, you have to cut them out because my research that I've learned about them, and if you want to know more of the science behind them, definitely check out the Natural Haven. It's the naturalhaven.blogspot.com. It basically says when you have a fairy knot, that hair that's knotted in there is damaged anyway. So even if you get the knot undone, that part of the hair is really weak, and you're probably gonna have to cut it out anyway. So with that being said, with fairy knots comes trims, haircuts, whatever. You don't want that, right? Because you're trying to have healthy hair and grow it to longer lengths. So I realized that I couldn't wear my hair out anymore, and I had to start thinking of protective styles to wear for the rest of the winter until the weather got warmer. So one of the hairstyles that I have decided to pick back up is twist. And also, if my hair is not in twist, that it would be in pin-up do's where all my ends are tucked away. And just from doing those two things, I've already noticed a big difference in how much moisture my hair retains, and it doesn't feel dry. One of the other things that I learned is that I have to I have to take glycerin out of the regimen. It was wreaking havoc on my hair and drying my hair out. Any of you that don't know, glycerin is a humectant. And what it does is it's attracted to water. So in the spring and the summer, it's fabulous because it grabs the moisture from the air and puts it into your hair. But it becomes unfabulous in the fall and the winter when there's not as much moisture in the air. So because it's attracted to the water, it can't get it from the air, it takes it from your hair, and it can dry your hair out. Now this doesn't happen to everybody, but I am one of the unfortunate few that it plagues. So I had to banish two products that I adore, but I can't use them until the spring. So I had to get rid of my Karen's Body Beautiful Hair Milk, and I also had to get rid of my Shea Moisture Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioner. Both great products, but the glycerin in there was drying the sister's hair out. So I had to get rid of that, and I had to find other stuff that didn't have glycerin in it. Last thing that I learned is that I cannot seal with shea butter. I can't. And I tried so hard. I tried so hard to like it. I tried so many different ways to make it work. But my hair is just like, no, if you're not twisting me with shea butter or sealing the ends, I don't want shea frosting, shea butter. I don't want it on me. So my hair doesn't absorb it, which really is disheartening. So that's it. The shea frosting is just going to be used for twisting with and sealing the very ends, but I cannot put it on my hair like if I'm wearing it out or something, because it will just be, I'll just have greasy hair. It won't absorb it. And so that was another problem, is I was wearing my hair out and I had the products with the glycerin in it, and I would seal with the shea butter, so my hair was dried out and greasy. It was just, the hair looked nice, but once I would touch it, I knew something was off, and it just did not feel like how my hair normally feels. So those were the big things that I learned, and I've had to adjust my regimen accordingly. The other 2 points that I really want to talk about with you guys is just to, first off, like I stated with the shea butters, don't force your hair to like a product. Like, don't keep using a product just because you are bound and determined for your hair to like it. Because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you have to find something that does. So I just want to say that it may work for your hair idol, it may work for your friend, it may work for that natural that has really pretty long hair down the street. But if it doesn't work for you, it just doesn't work for you. So you have to find things that work for you, and don't try to make your hair like products that everyone else may have liked or that you want it to like. Listen to your hair. Other thing is to just keep trying things. I know that it can be really frustrating, but just keep trying products, because that's the only way you're going to find what works for you. I just thought of one other point. One last point is also, don't necessarily get caught up in having all natural products or all natural products right away, because sometimes certain products that have more natural ingredients, they don't work. So you have to find products that work for you, and you can always look for natural alternatives later down the line, but don't let your hair suffer while you continue to find natural alternatives. So I'm not promoting commercial products, but I'm basically, just what I'm saying is, don't get so caught up in having all natural products right away, because sometimes it takes time, and that's it. Like, even with all the influx of all these more natural ingredient products, they don't all work for everybody, or they work for different people's hair differently. So just keep trying things, but don't get upset if you have to go back to a commercial product for a while you keep looking, is what I'm saying. And don't be hard on yourself, and don't be mad. It's just not that serious. So take your time, get to know your hair, listen to your hair. If your hair is dry, assess your regimen and try to figure out what is going on that is doing it, so that you can try to stop it dead in its tracks. Because if you have dried too long, you're going to get that breakage and all that stuff. So that was it, guys. My twist, I twisted this time with a shea pudding that I made, and I really like twisting with it, so I don't think I will be twisting with my shea frosting anymore. Shea pudding is a lot lighter. It has way more aloe vera gel in it, and it doesn't weigh the hair down as much, but it gives it incredible shine and everything. So I don't want to share the recipe because I need to tweak it. I need to make it better. But once I have it tweaked, I'll definitely get on here and show you guys how I make it if you're interested. And yeah, my maintenance is really easy. All I do is put on a satin cap at night, go to sleep in the morning. I just spray on some of my moisturizing mist and fluff, and I'm ready to go. And these aren't mini twists. These are just like, smaller twists. They took me about 2 hours to make. So that's it, guys. So yeah, just listen to your hair, and winter will do some crazy things.